Welcome back at Ask the Professor from course A, of course. And hopefully we are going to an end, and hopefully you really enjoyed and you get all the good feedbacks from your colleagues, also in the forum, and the good discussions. I get a lot of questions, so I really enjoy that you have this ambition and that you keep on going. And please also give us feedback about the possibilities, what could be better, make it more attractive for other students after this course. A nice question was asked about the level crossing, and is it really possible to go on and build a level crossing in 48 hours? I think it can, but you have to do is a modular approach, Lego blocks, I would say. So it must be easy to put it inside in a track, just in the night, and during the day you can build all these blocks easily in a company where it is dry, not like here when it is raining. So it's really important that you have to have this system, and that's totally new, because normally we always build the track just in the place where it is, and not just by this modular system or approach. And that's new, and the culture change that will change also a lot of in the human bodies, but also in the how you make business, for example. Do you have to write people? Do you have to write a business model? And I think that's not easy to change, because people invest, you have stakeholders, and you cannot change that easily, because we have a wonderful technical approach which will benefit, for example, a lot of time by building in, but it will change the full system of building and make it happen in practice. Not easy, it would be happening, because when you don't start this discussion, it will never be there. And my approach is, it takes you maybe 7 to 10 years, but when it's a good idea, it will ever come. So be patient, and that's also the real world of railway engineering. It was really nice to see a request of one of the students saying, what are the right books for railway engineering? And I think Modern Railway of Professor Koen Esveld, is really a basic book. You could say, okay, when you read that, you understand this, you have a really good basics to build on and act as a real railway engineer. So feel free, maybe you can buy it still, I hope. Otherwise, please send me an email, and I can help you if you like. Another question is how to make and how to manage, for example, when you have no switch. And that's a good question, because switches you always need when you have, for example, maintenance for your train. And that's a good question, because maintenance for the train, you have to switch off of the normal operational framework. Because he has to go to the garage, I would say, and you have to do maintenance, say, every 3 months. So you have to switch the train out of the operational network and go to the shop. How to do it? There are different ways. When you look in tramway, for example, they have a mobile switch. You just put it on, and on the flange you can drive out of the operational track and go outside to every line you like. That's a way how tramway is using it, for example, here in Holland. Another way is that you make static switches. Static switches means no movable parts. That's great, no maintenance, but you need a way to switch. And therefore you need a mechanism, extra wheels or wheel sets under the train in the bogie. So you have to adapt there another system in the bogie on the rolling stock to make this happen. How? That would be nice to have maybe an interview or an email to me. We have good ideas, we have designing this, and I think it's in the first stage of ideas, and we have to build up this with my group in Delft. So maybe in the future we'll come back on this stage as well. Also like to act or to react on the discussions I saw on the internet from you. It's about transition zones, really nice, and also I really encourage you to help each other and bring in the knowledge you have from the practical side from your country. Because the theory is clear, transition zone you can look up in a book or whatever, but it's typical the situation in a national country or area, how they do and how to implement that. And I think that's also important, not only the technical idea, but also how to make it happen outside in the track is really important to understand how it works and what are your possibilities to make it better or to optimize it. So as a railway system engineer, you have to be aware of this, and not only the technical solution, because there's a lot more to make it happen. Another one is about the movable or moving platforms, I have to say. And that's also a nice idea, because when there is a need for a platform because there's a festival or some other things, it's really nice to have such an assistant. They can build up very quickly, and when there's no need for, then you can just say break it down and bring it to another place where you need this capacity as well. So I really like these discussions, and I really encourage you, please exchange and help each other to make this full loop of efficiency from each other, because everybody has his own experience, so don't be shy. So that's it for this time. I really hope you enjoyed. I did. Much success to the final case, of course. Hopefully you are sitting out, not outside like here in the rain, but just inside. Please go for it. We will check. We come up with the mark, of course. But don't worry. When you follow all the weeks, it will be easily to do, I think. But let's see. Please give your feedback. You also learn a lot, and hopefully you see you back in the next phase of this full course. Thank you.